company. Actually, their parent company is IIIC Air Products. It's a part of a group called Gujarat Fluorocarbons. So these guys produce gases. IIIC Air Products produce gases like oxygen. So what we have done is we have implemented integrated enterprise resource planner, and we have done this real-time dashboards. The benefit of this real-time dashboard is their oxygen, which is being supplied to hospitals in and around Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Chennai. These reports are, this is like, we have done a small IoT project. I don't know, how many of you know IoT? Internet of Things. I'm sure I like that now. Many hands are raising. So what we did is we just simply implanted a chip in every container that they sell, and the sensor will create an SMS notification to SAP server directly. I will replenish oxygen within 18 hours to every hospital. This helped hospitals in Mumbai, Delhi. Mumbai, I'm sure none of us had seen any oxygen problem during Corona Delta times, right? That is simply because of this project. These guys could replenish oxygen in 18 hours of every container. Every container, when it comes to 30%, a notification goes to IIIC. IIIC will replenish the container within 18 hours. So all hospitals are full of, no problem with the oxygen. We have had oxygen plants in Hyderabad that was taking care of Hyderabad, and also Andhra. Some of the companies that have not done this, because IIIC is not there everywhere. They are there only in a few places, they could service that. But in other places where they don't have this kind of technology, IoT implanted, AI-driven automatic production of oxygen, we have seen some unfortunate deaths during Corona. But why I'm saying that is, this is an interesting project we have done without expecting Corona would hit us. We did this in 2017 and 18 as a pilot. It worked very well, but it came in handy in 2020. We were using it and we are running the show, but with that, we never expected that this will become a savior for several people. I was telling about real-time data, right? Real-time understanding. If you see, I will simply just pull this way. This is a static one. I can show you the original one also. I will just increase export sales by 10%. It will tell me what is the impact of all other subheads and what is my net profit. It will give you complete, what is your EBITDA, if we're talking about it, interest, depreciation, cash profit and net profit straight. A simple drag of a button. By increasing my sales by, export sales by 10%, it will tell me what is the profit I am achieving. This is called what if analysis. Telugu is okay, right, sometimes? Sorry? Repodun meelo everyna analytics lo pancheste. This is the top end job in analytics. Oka info cube no, oka data source no, data lake no, query chesi oka report cheyadam easy avvachu. Kani oka what if analysis cheyadaniki you really need predictive brain behind. Predictive brain ante I should know if I increase 10% sales, what's going to be impact of my production? Enta nenu ekku produce cheyali, dani kosam enta expenditure ekku kharchu pettali, aa tarvata eventually what is my profit percentage. I should be able to gauge everything. I will see it in this one report where I can then say, okay, let's not increase the sales to 10%, let's concentrate the increase only to 5%. So that my capacities will suffice. Now production capacity 5% తీసుకోగలదు, 10% తీసుకోలేదనే decision తీసుకోగలుగుతాం. So that's what is real-time analytics with digital transformation. So what we are gaining out of digital transformation is we are doing faster financial closure. It takes 1 year. It takes 1 year, right, to close books. That's what we started off with. Right now, we are doing it in 1 week. 1 week kuda endukonte stock yard lo stock endundo lekka pettadaniki oka auditor ravadaniki IT wise there's no problem. Click of a button you can generate continuous balance sheet because it's a real time information. Similarly, you have your MRP. MRP is materials requirement planning. మనం ERP అని ఇందాక ఎంతసేపు మాట్లాడుకున్నామో ఎంటర్ప్రైజ్ materials planning is that big, that strong. You know how much I have to procure, what is my current stock levels, what have I ordered and how much stock is in transit, and ఈ algorithm ని తయారు చేసి how much I have to purchase. ఇది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ MRP అనేది. మీరు ముందు అనలిటిక్స్లో వెళ్ళినప్పుడు తప్పకుండా చూస్తారు. ట్రేసబిలిటీ, విజిబిలిటీ అండ్ ట్రాన్స్పరెన్సీ మనకి RDBMSలో లేదు కానీ ఇన్ మెమరీలో ఉంది. We are seeing that heavily there. Now I know what is my stock in my warehouse. I can just give a contract right. Similarly, it's a platform for future. The robust processing of data is helping me do AI, robotic process automation. Endamandi vinnaru RPA. Yeah, I like those few hands. Idi super ga unde technology రేపు ఒక డైరీ ఫామ్లో మేము RPA ఇంప్లిమెంట్ చేస్తే ఫార్మర్కి దే యూస్ టు పే ఆఫ్టర్ 1 వీక్ ఆఫ్ టుడేస్ ప్రొక్యూర్మెంట్. ఇవాళ మిల్క్ కొని ఆ మిల్క్ పర్సంటేజ్ ఫ్యాట్ కంటెంట్ చూసి దే విల్ పే హిమ్. నార్మల్లీ ఈ మండేది నెక్స్ట్ మండే పే చేస్తారు. ఆ సైకిల్ని 2 అవర్స్కి తీసుకొచ్చాం సింప్లీ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ RPA. I collect the data, I process the data, I immediately, within 2 hours, I will know the analysis of the milk that's sold, at what percentage, pay him. Automatically bank help. This is the development of RPA. So, మీరు RPA ని చూస్తే రేపు పొద్దున UI technologies in మాట్లాడుకున్నాం. All RPAs run on UI. There are 4-5 companies. Biggest company of them is UiPath, and it is really doing very well. It can work with any kind of platform. It's a platform agnostic solution. Chala comfortable ga dentlo aina elanti OS elanti application lo aina manam pettagalugutam. Similarly, we have improved processes and practices, real-time insights, and simplified decision making. Now, the biggest part, ఇదివరకు ఒక అప్లికేషన్ డెవలప్ చేయాలంటే ఒక సర్వర్ కొనుక్కోవాలి, దానికి రిలేటెడ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్స్ కొనుక్కోవాలి, దానికి అప్రూవల్స్, ఆర్గనైజేషన్లో డబ్బులు ఇవన్నీ కావాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఏమక్కర్లేదు, ఫ్రీగా ఫస్ట్ అమెజాన్ AWSకి వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు, సర్వర్ స్పేస్ బుక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. బట్ ఫస్ట్ 3 months ఫ్రీ చేస్తారు ఏ టెక్నాలజీ అయినా. యూ కెన్ స్టార్ట్ యువర్ వర్క్. So something we have evolved along with the server capabilities, processing capabilities of pakkana benchukuntu inko pakkana we have started traditional IT environment of hosting your solution, your servers at your data center to completely cloud. Now the cloud is go okay, I mean oka website velli just open what space you want, what configuration you want, what softwares you want to install, start. This is a solution I want to, this is a in-memory enablement, how it is helping me. Earlier my business models used to be multiple connected, is SAP sales order process, procurement process, anni. Now we have single source of algorithms. I have single source of data, single source of information, and then my algorithms are based on that. Earlier it used to be silos and then connected together. Then my business processes, which used to be in files, as paper, Katalaga, we have just brought them onto completely in-memory computing database. In the process, we have used RDBMS and so on. Earlier, we have used Excels and RDBMS. Now we are doing on tablets and iPads and so on, or even mobile phones. Eventually, your data models also moved from hard store of RDBMS, huge data servers, come down to integrated chips. So digital transformation is never ending. It is a continuous process. I will assure you today we are on a fast run processes, AI kani, RPA kani, analytics kani. If we roz ki simplify hote, no one has a patience to, spend huge amounts of money. Cost is coming down, information is available, and everything quick. I know some companies who wants to develop a product, they have done it in 15 days. All that you need is a good idea. A phone app that jese venkala server and they will put it in a cloud environment. Anyone of you tried any app? Any app? Can you tell me about it?
It's an application.
Oh. What kind of an application?
It's a React application.
Sorry?
React application.
Like what does it do?
It fetches news, daily news from APIs.
Different APIs. What are the sources you are using?
Full backend and web development, backend and frontend.
And news sources ఏవి?
అంటే అన్ని న్యూస్ అవే.
అన్ని గూగుల్ నుంచి తీసుకుంటారు.
గూగుల్ నుంచి వేరే సోర్సెస్ కూడా API నుంచి జనరేట్ అవుతుంది.
Okay. And you are consolidating onto one particular app.
అది డెవలప్మెంట్ కాబట్టి ఓన్లీ లోకల్ పోస్ట్ కి వస్తుంది. అది డిప్లాయ్ చేయడానికి సర్వర్.
You do it with you have a lot of Google ads also.
Google ads కూడా డబ్బులు కట్టాలి.
I'll start with free. Not much. But ఇట్లాగే స్టార్ట్ అయింది మీకు తొలి వెలుగు అని విని ఉంటారు. తెలుగులో ఒకటి ఉంది. That started like a college project. And then it moved on to platform where they're earning a lot of money. Several like that actually. Some people who have journalists who came out, they started something like that and became very big, at least on online platforms. Good initiative. Keep it going. Any other? So what all we need is an idea. That's all. So I have a couple of, I'm by presentation I have done, but now I want to talk about your experiences, or you can ask me about my experiences. Any question? I would rather spend time interactive with you now. Okay, ఇప్పుడు దాకా నేను మాట్లాడాను కదా, ఇప్పుడు మీరు మాట్లాడండి. It's fair enough, right? Any questions from anyone? No questions. Such an interesting topic today. World is running on those, all top 500 companies in the world are running on those things that I've just shown you. Question అడిగితే ఎందుకు క్లెయిమ్ అవుతుంది ఏమో అంటాడు అనుక ఎట్లాంటి క్వశ్చన్ అని నడుస్తుంది. All that we have done, only then we are.
We know that MRP means maximum retail price, but today you define something which is different.
I mean, as a consumer, is an MRP is retail price, but for ERP, it is MRP is material resource planning. It's a wonderful tool actually. It works predictive also.
RPA, sir?
Robotic process automation. So instead of a man sitting and recording the data, it's already scanned, interpreted, written in an Excel, automatically uploads into SAP for payments or whatever.
Spelled it as I, sir. What is RPI?
RPA, man.
Yes.
automation. So something that, I mean, for computer science students, I would rather request you to look at artificial intelligence, data lakes, big way. Data lakes, search in Google, there's a lot of information there. This will help you develop lots of models where you'll be able to use that information, process it to making some sense of that. The biggest problem is now we have a lot of data. If you see last 150 years, how much data we have generated that amount of data in last 1 year. So it's going to compound from here. So data is heavily available, but we are not making any sense of that data. Very few companies are doing very well in that. Like I told you, Amazon and Google, they are doing an excellent job. They are tracking each one of us. Even if you switch off your location services in Google on Android, they know where you are. Pinpointedly, 1 square meter majalo meer ekkada chepparu. So a lot of this kind of information is available. So how you use it, what kind of behavior pattern they will understand about you, and how it is impacting your life is very important to gauge. You go to YouTube, you probably look at some stand-up comedy and jokes. You will only get followed by those. Why is it? Because the algorithm behind is keep running what you have seen, what you would see. So this behavior patterns of understanding happens from multiple sources. Meeru Facebook lo em pettaru, Instagram lo em pettaru, YouTube lo em chusaru. Ivanni vallaki full continuous update, and they will come back to you and throw you what you like. So you again spend money on that. This is a pattern. Okkasari meer edo plot kondamani try cheyandi, you will get a series of only those advertisements watching. Even when you go to a newspaper, you will see those ads. This is the, I was telling Google ads work that way.
Sir, how you are data analytics, what is the work you are doing in data analytics?
Well, a lot of it, ma'am. I showed you a couple of dashboards, right? We develop financial dashboards, we develop logistics dashboards. A dashboard means how we info data. I will tell you an interesting customer in Malaysia called Duo Pharma, largest pharmaceutical company. వాళ్ళకి వాళ్ళ ఫ్యాక్టరీ నుంచి మెటీరియల్ బయటికి వెళ్ళాక ఫార్మసిస్ట్ తీసుకుంటున్నది కరెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు, ఖాళీ అవ్వట్లేదు. మధ్యలో సంథింగ్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ రాంగ్. స్పూరియస్ మెడిసిన్స్ ఆర్ బీయింగ్ సోల్డ్ ఆన్ దేర్ నేమ్. సో ఇది తగ్గించడానికి వాళ్ళు ఏం చేశారంటే ఒక యాప్ డెవలప్ చేసి మొబైల్ ఫోన్లో ఎవరైతే డెలివర్ చేస్తారో వాళ్ళు అక్కడి నుంచి క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ స్కాన్ చేసి లాస్ట్లో ఇస్తారు. సో దే హ్యావ్ ఎలిమినేటెడ్ 100% ఆఫ్ స్పూరియస్ మెడిసిన్స్ డెలివర్డ్ ఆన్ దేర్ నేమ్. ఇది చాలా సింపుల్ సొల్యూషన్, ఏమీ కష్టం కూడా పడలేదు. ఒక క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ స్కాన్ చేసి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అప్డేట్ చేయడం. కానీ ఆ ప్రాసెస్ ఎవరు చేయలేదు ఇంతకాలం. ఎప్పటి నుంచో ఈ థెఫ్ట్ అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు. సో హౌ యూ సీ ది యూటిలిటీ ఈజ్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. టెక్నాలజీ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్. అది వన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ గుడ్. అండ్ ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే దానివల్ల ఎంత బెనిఫిట్ వచ్చింది కంపెనీకి అనేది కూడా ఎనలిటిక్స్లో తెలిసిపోతుంది. స్ట్రైట్ అవే 30% ఇంప్రూవ్డ్ ఇన్ ద ప్రాఫిటబిలిటీ. Questions?
Some of the students are not interested towards coding. So recently we heard a word, no code, low code.
Why are you people afraid of no coding? Can anyone tell me about it? ఎందుకు కోడ్ చేయడానికి ఆలోచిస్తున్నాం మనం? One person should tell about it. I'm sure all of us are like that. నేను కూడా అట్లాగే ఉండేవాడు.
సార్ లాజిక్ రావాలి.
ఇంకా లాజిక్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? నీకు సబ్జెక్ట్ మీద కంట్రోల్ ఉంటే లాజిక్ వస్తుంది కదా. మీకే రావాలి అని రూల్ లేదు. లాజిక్ షుడ్ బి ఎవాల్వ్డ్ ఆల్వేస్, రైట్? మనకి if and else రాయటం వస్తే చాలు. That's what is programming all about. I programmed in a programming language called Advanced Business Programming Language. I don't know if you have heard of. It's called ABAP. ఇందులో ఫస్ట్లో నేను ఇట్లా భయపడాను, నాకు ఎందుకు వచ్చింది తప్పు చేస్తే ఎట్లా దొరికిపోతుంది. నథింగ్ లైక్. I know the syntax any programming language, spend 1 month you will get it. C++ కూడా వచ్చేస్తుంది. Application of that logic, ఆ లాజిక్ ఇవాల్యూషన్ ఎట్లా వస్తుంది అంటే బిజినెస్ ప్రాసెస్ రిక్వైర్మెంట్ నుంచి. ఐఎమ్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ ఎ బిజినెస్ సినారియో. ఇట్ కుడ్ బి a simple doctor doing an operation with a robot. A logic has to go through. It will tell you, you cannot do an incision beyond 1 mm. అది మనిషి చేస్తే అవుట్ ఆఫ్ ఎక్స్పర్టైజ్ వస్తుంది డాక్టర్. అది మీరు లాజిక్తో రాస్తే ఎట్టి పరిస్థితుల్లో దాటదు 1 mm. So that's what is to be seen. Logic is so important. But logic always comes out on the situation. మనకి సింటాక్స్ తెలిస్తే చాలు, మనకి భాష మాట్లాడడం వస్తే చాలు, లాజిక్ అదే డెవలప్ అవుతుంది. Don't avoid programming. My programming is very critical for every one of us. నేను ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ ఆ ఛాలెంజ్ని ముందుకు వెళ్ళా. I struggled. Once I learned the syntax, it's only a matter of how you develop the logic. And logic is common sense. 1 mm కన్నా ఎక్కువ ఇన్సెస్ట్ చేస్తే డాక్టర్ you cannot stop bleeding. It can kill the patient. Right? I'm giving you an extreme example of how robots are now functioning. I've seen a doctor performing a surgery sitting in front of a computer. He's telling me he's doing a surgery sitting in front of a computer. So, can you believe that? It is happening right now. ఆయన చూస్తూ ఉంటాడు, 1 mm కట్ చేసిందా, ఇంకా ఎక్కువ చేసిందా. That's what he's there for. Like pilots are doing flying autopilots now. Half the time మనం అనుకుంటాం పైలట్ సేఫ్గా నడుపుతున్నాడు. He must be all the time sleeping or having a coffee. మొన్న వాళ్ళకి 2 ఆపోజిట్ ఫ్లైట్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు కూడా ఏమైంది, 100 meters దూరంలో ఉన్నప్పుడు there will be a auto collision activate అవుతుంది. They go separate ways. అలాంటి లాజిక్స్ అవన్నీ అదే లాజిక్, తగలకూడదు అనేది లాజిక్. సో 100 you can define whether it is 100 meters or 500 meters depending on the area you are in, or 1 mm or 5 mm. So it's all, don't be afraid of logic. దూర్ కి బాత్, కామన్ సెన్స్ అది అందరికి వస్తుంది, అది తర్వాత వస్తుంది, అవసరం కూడా లేదు ముందు తెలుసుకోవడం. ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజ్ ఇస్ సింటాక్స్. ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఓరియంటెడ్ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్లో రిఫరెన్సెస్ ఏది ఎట్లాగో పనిచేస్తుందో తెలుసుకుందాం. అది ఒక్కటి తెలుసుకుంటే చాలు నాకు. దాట్స్ వాట్ ఐ గెట్. వెరీ సింపుల్. మీరు ఎక్కువ ఏ ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లాంగ్వేజెస్ నేర్చుకుంటారు? పైథాన్ వదలకండి అసలు. ఫుల్ AI is based on Python. Python you learn, you are actually mastering C++, Java, which is not automatic. I had known Python guys from 20 years who were doing only genomic sequencing in Python. In those days, ado pedda telikunda technology anukunevaru. చూస్తే నిజంగా అంత డిఫికల్ట్ కాదు. లర్న్ కోడింగ్, డూ పైథాన్. పైథాన్ ఈజ్ వెరీ గుడ్. జావా ఎవరైనా చేస్తున్నారు? Java also helps a lot. But when you want to come into business, systems, business, I have done my actually bachelor's in business management from Geetham way back in 95. After that, I went to Germany to do my master's in business information systems. దీంట్లో ఏంటంటే we were introduced to ERP. I told you, integrated enterprise resource planning. The enterprise resource planning, I have learned that programming language was one of the subjects. బయటికి వచ్చాక అదే స్టార్ట్ అయింది కెరియర్. So any day it is helpful to learn a programming language. Don't avoid it. మనకి ఏంటంటే లాజిక్ ఏమైతే వస్తుందో, ఇట్ విల్ టెల్ యూ మ్యాక్సిమం యాజ్ అ బ్యాడ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్. right? I have deleted data in a customer place called Gillette. Gillette interview. I was working in Gillette, Frankfurt. I have put a loop in a loop and ran a code. It was a very old time system. It could not take 1,500 people who were working on that development system. Everyone sat idle for 2 hours. Each was paid 330 euros per hour. That is the loss I made to Gillette. It's a mistake I have done, but you will learn out of mistake. You're all humans. I feel very bad. I did such a mistake, but it is a very good lesson. I'll never do a loop in a loop again. But in memory lo can take it. The processing time fast ఉంటుంది. చాలా fast ఉంటుంది. 1800 times faster than what it used to be. Because of hosting everything on a RAM. And normal server lo meeku 32 GB, 18 GB RAMs ఉంటాయి. In memory lo it starts with 256. And we work on 5 terabyte, 10 terabyte. Any amount of data I process fast. So any other, or we can call it a day? I hope I made some sense to you all. I gave some information on how things are happening around the world. And me dean is my classmate. Anytime you can reach out through him to me. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.